Atlanta, you're listening to the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the number one party show in the city.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show so they know that I still got.
What's going on, everybody? And we're back. It's myself and the crew, myself, Abbie Knights, DJ Cadence, and Jenny Ruby. Rhea will hopefully be joining us in a few minutes. How y'all feeling this morning?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Drunk.
It's morning? That's what I was about to say. Is it morning or is it still night? We're still calling it night if we haven't been to bed, right?
Right.
For us nightlife people, we are just getting home, so.
Good night.
Nightlife people. It's morning. It's early morning, so for us nightlife people.
Facts.
I just got home from a night of tequila.
Jenny, why don't you tell us about your night last night?
All I have to say is there's money all over my floor right now.
Hey, let's go. Let's
Jenny's such a vibe.
I had to DJ for a mail review. It was a little strange, a little crazy. So
A male review?
yeah.
What does that mean?
So like male strippers, basically. So it was a sip and paint, you know. So everybody was drawing and doing all their little painting and stuff. And then they had also male strippers for the girls and stuff. So it was pretty crazy. It was
Girls?
pretty crazy.
I used to work at a male strip club. The girls are crazier than the men.
Way crazier. Way crazier.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
They're
way
so
crazy.
crazy. Shouting, screaming, grabbing, yelling. They are insane.
There was all of that going on.
Exactly.
All
So
of that
how
was going on.
you DJing this male stripper event? How was it for you? Were you like avoiding eye contact?
Yeah, so
with
what
erections?
I did was, so when I DJ, I have my little facade in front of my DJ booth when I do private parties. So what I would do is I DJ, because I was DJing at the beginning, and then the guy comes out and he starts talking about these guys are going to be swinging stuff and doing all this crazy stuff that I'm not interested in. So as soon as he calls out the first dude, you know, I just automatically sit down. And I start grabbing my phone. I'm scrolling through my phone trying to find stuff to do on social media and everything. So it was a pretty, like, I didn't get to watch them or anything like that, of course, but it was like all of a sudden, like once they started taking clothes off and stuff, all of a sudden the ladies got loud and money was just flying everywhere. It was a mess. All I know is that if guys acted that way in the strip club, we would not make it in there probably more than 10 minutes.
I know.
before we got kicked out.
I know. Women are crazy. Women are crazy in the strip club, for real. Straight up.
And I was telling all the
100%
girls there that if they, if I knew their man, which I probably did, they had to all cash out me money, so I wouldn't tell on them. So.
Oh, snap.
Okay, were they swinging or did you not really see that part?
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest for a second here. Watch out now. So the first three guys go through, and I, didn't pay no attention. Everything's good. The last guy was like this guy from Africa, and like all the girls were
what was his dancer name?
Hardcore. That was his name. So
He could have came better with it.
Did you tell him that your name was Swinging Thunder?
Nah, they wasn't ready for that yet.
Oh.
They wasn't ready for that.
Ready. They weren't ready.
So everybody gets started. Everybody does their little thing. They're real cool. The girls get in there, and then when he gets on, the girls start kind of moving a little closer to the stage and everything. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting down going through my phone, and I hear all these girls start screaming and yelling. So I look up, and when I look up, there's like money like damn near falling from the ceiling. So I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody's screaming and yelling. I stand up, and this dude, like, oh my God, that's just, I don't know why any woman would ever want anything that ridiculous, but girls were all over it. And it was a complete shock. It was a mess. It was all a mess. So
it sounds like it was kind of fun too, though.
You would think women have never been anywhere and seen a naked man anywhere.
I'm in a room with like 50 women. So I mean, I didn't have no problem with it or anything, but some
Jenny,
guys
what's happening?
She's making. That's what it looked like, basically from behind my booth. Basically, that's what I was seeing. It was a mess. It was a complete mess.
Jenny's making it rain first thing in the morning. Okay.
Hey, let's go.
Okay. Cadence, what you gonna do for that money?
To the stage. Chocolate Thunder coming to the stage. Oh yeah.
Wait, is that your entrance sound effect?
Yeah, that's exactly how it starts with the thunder strike. Now in the mix with Chocolate Thunder. Oh yeah. And then everything starts from there. And then my first song will be Freaking You by Jodeci.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Watch out now.
They're not ready. They're not ready. Oh my goodness. Jenny, what you got for us this morning?
Wake up every morning.
They're my morning show.
Yeah.
It's time to get that morning fix with Jenny Ruby, a.k.a. Dr. Jenny, on the Abbie Knights Show.
Oh my gosh. Okay, after I sober up. This morning
Lord.
is okay, so I was reading 16 sex world records that you will not believe. So there's, Guinness Book of World Records has records.
I need to fix my headphones for this one. What
Right?
we got going on here?
There are world records for sexual activities. So the longest mass session, guess how long somebody masturbated for? Just guess.
Way longer than they needed to.
Exactly. Yo, 10 hours and 10 minutes? What are you doing? Who is
10 hours?
Oh my God.
Who is fantasizing for 10 hours? After
Someone's playing with themselves for 10 hours.
Yeah, after a
Could they walk
masturbation session, you're
afterwards?
just like, okay, done. I'm done. What, 10
Was that a girl or a
hours?
guy? Was it a girl or a guy?
Was it a girl or a guy? The
Jenny
name is
don't even
Sato.
know.
I don't know. Sato. I don't know.
I just feel like
What?
I feel like
I
that
don't
would
know
be
his
more
name.
doable if you was a girl. I could be wrong because I don't have girl parts, but I can't imagine me sitting there doing that for 10 hours.
It was a competition. It's an annual competition costume.
Wait a
It's
minute.
called- yes.
Wait, it's a competition.
Yes. It's
So
in
they
San
do this in front of
Francisco.
people?
It's
So you
called
just-
Marathon.
Oh wow!
It's called Marathon, and it's annual, and it is in San Francisco, California, actually, where I was born. Thank
This
you.
is a
Shout
real
out.
thing?
Yes, it is. It's annual. Anyway, so it's 10 hours and 10 minutes was the world record for longest mass. I'm
And
going,
do-
who wants it?
And
Who
do
wants
you
to
stop?
enter that?
Do you stop
wants-
after the 10 minutes and 10? Did he fit?
Like,
I have
That's
questions.
insane.
How many orgasms did they have, though, in 10 hours? Because that's a long time.
Like, if
Was
you're
it a
gonna
girl?
win-
Was it a man?
Like, honestly, if you're gonna
have
win like
questions.
$1 million or whatever, you just rub one out for that long. Okay, fine. Like, I'll hold off for 10 hours. I would do that for 10 hours if I knew I was gonna get $1 million. Actually, you know what? I should enter next year and rub one out for 11 hours, hold the world record, and then I will have endorsements for. And then, like, I'll
There
just
you
say
go.
10 hours. Like, if you knew you were gonna make some money after it, I would rub one out for that long. No? Yes? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
definitely.
Don't
Well,
mind
I don't
me.
know if I don't even know if I could do that. for
They're
10
doing this
hours
in
if I
front of
wanted to.
people, though? That's a little...
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I didn't get that far. I just know that it's marathon is the.
I didn't get
it's the
that
annual
far.
thing. I didn't get that far. I finished within an hour. So no, I'm kidding. But 10 hours, that's too much.
She said, no, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
But so there's another.
But I'm not really.
World record. The most in 1 hour, 134 from a single woman in 1 hour.
In
I
1
knew
You know
that
hour.
was
a man
woman.
a man did not do that. Let's
You
just say
know
that.
that.
much.
Okay.
No,
No,
doubt
a
about
man
Is that
did not
real?
do that.
Is there witnesses that can, like, speak to that? I don't know.
But on the contrast, the record for a man is a measly 16 or in the same length of time. I'm telling you.
She said measly.
Measly.
Nobody got time to
Measly.
be doing this 16 times and what?
Go ahead, Cadence. Let them know.
No way. No way.
Yo,
No
134 or in 1 hour.
134 in 1 hour, and then another person was handling their business for 10 hours. Jenny, where are you
Yo.
getting this information? I'm just curious. Like, what are you doing with your free time? Like, how do you even find this stuff?
That's
Hey, makes sense. Makes sense.
It's on the
my
internet.
Lord.
It's on the
16
internet.
times
But
for a man.
I can't.
That's ridiculous.
And okay, so this was interesting too. The most sexual partners in a 24-hour period.
Oh Lord.
The record, you will not believe, guess, is 900. 900's a little less than 1,000. And yeah, that's a lot.
In 1 hour?
I don't know if it was safely done, but it was done by Lisa Sparks, a porn star. It was done in Warsaw, Poland. It was an event as well. There's all these sex events.
I mean, if you're doing 900 people, that's an event. That's a packed club. Like, what do you mean? Like 900 people?
It's like stab out, stab out, stab out. Next. It's like boom.
Can you
boom,
imagine being number
boom.
875? You know, like you've been sitting here for this whole time. You're like, oh no, I can't do that.
But you know, on the women's end, okay, not if they do one pump and leave, that's like equivalent to like a long sex session. If it's like 900 pumps, like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? That's like
ain't no way you about to
like
wait in line for 30
around.
minutes with your stuff standing up at full attention for one pump. Well, I guess some of y'all out there doing one pumps already, but I mean, I'm just saying in general.
The bi-optimized humans achieve ideal levels of aesthetics, performance, and health. It's a state of existence where all the body and brain's functions operate in perfect harmony. A symphony of the factors flowing in optimal quantities and qualities. We have world-class biologists to create the best in-class formulas. Our mission and physical suffering by optimizing digestion, optimizing brains, and activating bi-optimized health. We've been optimizing humans since 2004. Bi-optimizers. Use code Abbie10 for discount at checkout.
I don't know if I can stand there and just go, all right, I'm good, and I'm out of here. Somebody put me on Snapchat. I'm like, no, that's not cool.
And then this was interesting too. The oldest virgin is 100. I guess they never had sex their entire life. 107 in the UK. So it was a UK-born secretary by the name of Clara Medmore. She died a proud virgin. She's not proud. Girl, bye.
She threw the whole phone down.
A proud virgin. Relax. You don't even know. You don't speak on something you don't know about, okay? You are not proud.
Hey,
like,
there you
what
go.
is she talking
I agree
about?
with that part. How would you be happy? You don't know what it's like to not have sex. I mean, to have sex. So how could you
Exactly. She's proud. Relax.
At least
Bye,
try
lady.
it once, and then if you don't
R.I.P.
like it, then okay, cool. But you can't be proud. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird.
Exactly. So yeah, there's world records for all these things. I found some of them interesting. Some of them I'm just like, okay, whatever. I don't get a collection of people. Largest breasts, the way they weighed, how much they weighed, no one, whatever. But
Wait, what? They
Like that
weighed
lady
out
that used to
breasts?
Smash cans with
yeah,
her,
they
with her
weighed out breasts, like one titty at a time, left and right, because most women don't have even titties. Let's just say that it's normal, guys. It's okay.
Oh, you think we ain't noticed that? We've noticed that a long time ago. Either way, we ain't caring. We see this one over here is bigger than this one over here. We don't care. We already into it by then.
I'm glad. I don't know if I have that issue, but I know it. I know it happens out there. It's okay.
I've
it's
never
normal.
seen a pair of even boobs. Never
Really?
seen a pair that were never seen a pair of even. Not to say like one's a B and the other.
That
one's
means
an
you
A.
deal
I'm
with
not going that far. But I'm saying
natural.
they've always been they're always a little asymmetrical, a little bit. So, but like I said, by the time we get to that point, we ain't nobody worried about nothing about by the time you get to that.
I know you men are not worried, and once you get to that point, exactly, it'll be like pump, gone. pump, done. But yeah, so it was 80. So one titty was 85 pounds.
Jeez, that's a lot of back pressure. for sure.
Yo, I can't. Yeah, that's too much. But it's just like, but I don't know about the titty to waist ratio. Like, what was it? Like, if you're a big girl and you have 85 pounds, of course that makes sense. Like, I don't know how that world record was.
I bet you got a flat booty.
Probably like the letter P.
That's how God has a very good sense of humor, because like he don't give everybody everything. You know, it's like you either get it up top,
right,
or get it down bottom. You know, or you're cute but you're short, you're tall but you got big feet. There's something going on with everybody. God has a sense of humor for sure.
Yes, God knew what he was doing myself, because he made me little everywhere, my petite self. Because if I was big anywhere, I would be the biggest problem ever. My little self is just too much already. I already know that. So
hey, I feel you on that 100%. That's the story of my life. I feel the same way.
And Jenny's still throwing dollar bills. Well,
I know.
In pop
morning,
culture,
Abby. We've taken over this show today, so
right?
morning,
In pop culture news this week, now that everybody got all the important information they needed to get their day started, let's talk about some of the stuff going on. Justin Bieber has been diagnosed with Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Half of his face is paralyzed, and he had to cancel tour dates indefinitely at this moment until he's able to make a full recovery. Kind of scary when you think about it.
But it's temporary, right?
Smile.
I read it was temporary. It's not gonna last.
Right.
It's supposed to be temporary. Yeah,
it is. So it's supposed to be temporary. Yeah, but he did have to cancel his tour dates because he's not sure when he can get back on the road. So, I mean, he did do a video where he was smiling, and it was literally just half of his face, and that was it. Also, Tiger Woods has officially joined the Billionaire Club along with Michael Jordan and LeBron James. I feel like at this point this year, everybody's becoming a billionaire. Like, I'm trying to get in line for that. So
I bet you he was already a billionaire. Because you know how, like I don't know if y'all don't really probably know who Ocho Cinco is, Chad Johnson. But he was on.
Everybody knows who Ocho Cinco is after he had that thing with Evelyn Lozada.
Oh, I forgot he headbutted the chick. That's right. I forgot about that. So, but he was online one day and he was talking about how, like, when people look up your net worth online, and it said he was worth a couple $1 million, and he showed how much he had in his bank account, and it was way more than what they were worth. So I'm willing to bet. Even Kanye, he was talking about he was a billionaire long before people actually said he was a billionaire. So I bet he's already had $1 billion. But shout out to Tiger Woods. That's amazing to think that athletes are becoming billionaires. And like LeBron, who's still playing sports, you know, Tiger's still playing, and they're billionaires. You know, Jordan didn't become a billionaire until after he retired, and, you know, all of his shoes. We still paying $200 for shoes from the 90s and stuff. But, you know, they are actually still playing their sports and got $1 billion. So shout out to them. Let me hold something.
let us all hold something. Also, Wells Fargo is currently under investigation for violating anti-discrimination laws. Apparently, they were setting up mock interviews. So fake interviews just to make it seem like they were actually interviewing candidates for the positions, and in reality they had no intention of actually hiring anybody. So surprise. Also, all right, Jenny, I just want to hear your thoughts on this. Geico could pay $5.2 million to a woman claiming that she caught an STD while having relations in her car. Am I the only one who's just like,
I saw that. I mean, when you're insured, they take care of you while you're in the car. So.
Oh, tricky.
Yeah. So she
There's a
contacted
loophole.
it while she
got
was
a good lawyer
in the vehicle in which I just want to know if the STD she caught
herpes or something, or HPV or something.
Is it curable or is it not? I don't know. I wonder if that was a factor.
I mean, maybe unless you're part of the 1%. I don't know.
5.2 million. That's a lot to contract an STD. That's I mean, I don't want to contract anything, but 5.2 million. Lord Jesus.
It's a lot of money.
I couldn't believe that this is actually.
And did she have to give her like actual medical records to show that she actually has an STD? Yeah, but they didn't disclose the name of who this is.
Well, of course, I'm sure they're trying to keep her identity private.
But you would think, like, they put everyone's business out there. I want to know who the hell has this damn STD. Shit. You know what I mean? You want to know. You want to know these things. It's crazy. back. I'm sorry to rewind to 2020, but like you want to know who has COVID and who doesn't. We want to know. We the people want to know who has an STD, who had one, or who doesn't. Like I want to know these things. Like, why can't I ask you if you had an STD? I need to see your medical records.
Oh, like people should have like an STD card that they carry around, like the vaccination
right.
card.
Have you had one? Have you not? Are you good? Are you not? I want to know because honestly, COVID I can survive. I know that much. If COVID were to come to my body, I know I'm good. But an STD, I need to know these things.
To your body. That's
Yeah,
an interesting choice of words considering the topic. Also, Britney Spears finally got married, and her ex-husband decided to crash her wedding at her home.
That girl.
How
What
would
a
you
crazy
guys
life
react
this
if your
girl
ex
has.
tried to crash your wedding?
I feel bad for her. If my ex tried to crash my wedding, actually, he'd probably be invited.
Well, then he wouldn't be crashing it. So you
Yeah,
just
he
have
would be
good relationships with all your exes?
I do.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the
the
most
ones
part.
I actually claim.
That part, I agree.
If I don't claim you and if I don't speak to you to this day, I don't know you. Who are you?
Yeah.
Leave.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, let him know.
Yes.
Nick Cannon is clearly not about contraceptives. He said that he couldn't make it through his celibacy journey, and he's expecting more babies.
Wait a minute. Nick Cannon and celibacy do not go together. When did he start?
He said that he was going to be celibate for a little while.
He did. I love Nick Cannon.
That Negro, if y'all believe that for 2 seconds, this dude got like 5 people pregnant right now. He was not about to be. He was celibate for probably about a day.
No,
Maybe
he was
somewhere
he
around
said
there.
he said for about a month and a half, I believe he was about a month and a half.
And then
Was
he
the
made
one
more
that broke the
babies.
record? Did he
Nick
break the
Cannon
record?
is my spirit animal. So like
Not an animal.
Nick Cannon is my spirit animal. He is living life the way that he wants to live it.
He
And
is. He really
he
is.
And I
So
think
he went
that's
a
dope.
month and a
But
half without
and he
sex?
is
He
he's
went a
taking
month and a half
care.
without sex, and then he just decided to have 3 babies after that.
But the thing is, he's taking care of everything. He is making sure
That's
that
fine.
everyone is good. And all the women, it seems as if, I don't know them personally, but they seem to be happy with everything. Like
I'm sure. Yeah.
go Nick Cannon. He is keeping all the homes happy. How many of it? He has 9, right? 9 babies? 9 babies now?
Just
I
like
kind of
Future.
lost count.
I think when you get to that point where you have money and you actually are a responsible parent and you take care of you, they don't care. It's just like whatever, you know. I'm financially stable now, so
There
I
we
think they're
go.
all good. So
There we go.
That's what's up.
I'm pro Nick Cannon.
I just want to know, is anybody placing bets out there for how many kids Nick Cannon is going to have? Because I feel
would
like it's the
say-
never-ending journey. Like, he might actually get up to 20 or 30 kids.
He's
Oh
probably
my
gonna.
God.
I'm gonna say he's gonna have 7 more, which makes it at 16. It's 2022, so I would say by 20.
I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm just going to say 3 more because within the next 3, he's going to get one of these crazy baby mamas that we have all talked about. One of
But-
them that you are always like, this is a girl, she good, and then as soon as she gets that baby, she starts tripping on Nick Cannon. Like we said earlier, God has a sense of humor. So
I'm gonna say 7.
He's going to throw something out there at Nick Cannon before it's all said and done.
But isn't he expecting, how many is he expecting right now? I think a
1,
set
I
of
believe.
twins and another baby or something?
Oh, I think he's gonna have 9. I believe he's gonna have 9 by within a year. I think
I had
something.
Nick
I
Cannon,
mean, he
I'd
already
have
did
much
that
money,
last
too.
year.
I'd have all
Yeah,
kinds of
I think
stuff.
like
I had
with
Nick Cannon money.
with the birth and everything, I think he's gonna finalize at 9. I believe. I may be wrong, but from what I watched.
Well,
Hey, we have Rhea in the building. Hey.
Rhea's in the building.
Let's
Gang,
go.
gang. Hi,
Oh,
family.
you missed it.
Listen,
You missed the
guys.
early part. You should have been here for that.
Yeah, you should have been here for Jenny's Jenny's gems of the day. Well, we'll catch you up. Long story short,
I'm still drunk.
10-hour
Me too.
playing with yourself sessions, and
Mm-hmm.
a woman that had over 130, or she had 134 orgasms in an hour.
And 900 men on one woman. And an 80
Yeah.
pound boob.
You
That's
missed
pretty
a lot.
cool. We talked
What do you
about
mean
this one.
900 men? Like,
It was it's a world record for
like
random.
a gang?
Yes, exactly.
It was bang
Yeah,
bang
why
bang
would
bang
it?
bang
No.
bang.
How many you said?
About
900 plus.
900 over.
Like in 1
900
hour,
over.
like in one session.
Men. Yeah. So it's a record. So I was going over some of the records, but I guess she's fine. I guess she's fine now.
Did she get pregnant?
I don't know. Out of one of them, I know.
Well,
Guess
there's a lot of people running through.
Guess who was the baby daddy? I'm sure it was. I don't know if it was protected or not. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Crazy. That is insane. Y'all.
So now that we brought you up to speed, a couple other things. Dave Chapelle looks like he's going to be hitting the road for a show with Chris Rock in September this year, and also Cadence. What is happening with MIGOS? They unexpectedly canceled their ball performance. What is the tea on this? Because I know you love you some MIGOS.
I don't know what's going on, but I need somebody to help me out. I know you in Atlanta. I know you in New York down here, Rhea, and Jenny's everywhere. She all over the world. I
Jenny's
need somebody
everywhere.
to tell me what the hell is going on with my group MIGOS. Because, like, they saying they ain't breaking up, but they ain't doing shows. The Governor Ball is a pretty big thing for people to do, you know?
Yeah, I
Everything
saw
not
them
to
on the
do.
lineup. I'm surprised that they weren't playing.
Yeah, to not see them do that, man, I think they're really about to. And it's sad for me because the Migos are one of my favorite all-time rap groups. They're not my favorite all-time rap group, but one of my top 3 rap groups of all time. And they are, as much as I like them together, they're not near as good separate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I can listen
their
to
ad libs
albums.
together are amazing.
I think they're very. I don't want to say average, but I think they're a little bit above average by themselves. But when they combine together, oh my God, they make great music. So it's like
I didn't say average. I said ad libs together.
No, I'm saying average. I'm saying that.
Oh, okay.
They are. But I think
Jenny said no.
It's just sad. I want my group back. Somebody help me out, please.
I saw that. First thing I thought of was you. I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Mom.
Cadence is gonna be so. Anyway, if you guys are Robert De Niro fans, then you know what movie that's from. Just a couple quick things going on as far as domestic and global news. Baby Holly was found alive after she went missing for 40 years. Also, Mexico uncovered.
She ain't no baby no more.
Wait a minute. We just
Who's
can't
Baby
walk past
Holly?
40 years
She ain't no
of being
baby.
gone. First of all, her name ain't Baby no more if she's
Exactly.
been gone for 40 years. So how old is she? She's like, what, 42, 43, something like that?
Around there. They didn't disclose her exact age.
Well, who the hell is Baby Holly? Why was she missing?
She was a little girl that was kidnapped.
40
Where
years.
was
All right,
she?
so here we go.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and give y'all the rundown. I was going to try and run through the
we
stuff.
don't know who the hell Baby Holly is. We know Little Baby.
How did
That
you make
baby.
it 40 years? You didn't after so they've been keeping you in a shed for 40 years? Like I need some
You
information.
know they do that. It's very white.
They
Very
do
white.
that.
So, according to ABC News, the family of a couple murdered more than 4 decades ago finally has some answers about what happened to their baby daughter who was not found among the remains of her
They ain't
parents.
got no answers. They're dead. But go ahead, I digress. Go ahead.
They said the family. The family of
I
a
thought you
couple.
meant the
That
mom and
was
the dad. I was like, I'm so confused here. How are they getting answers? Okay,
Authorities
never
were
mind.
previously unable to determine the identities of 2 people found dead in a wooded area in Houston in 1981, according to a statement from an officer in Texas. That changed last year when investigators used genetic genealogy to positively identify the bodies as Florida couple Tina Gail Lynn Klaus and Harold Dean Klaus Jr. The couple's family members had not heard from them since 1980. Once the bodies were identified, the family began searching for baby Holly, who was recently reunited with the family after many years.
How they find her?
I don't know. They didn't give the details on how they tracked her down.
He killed her
They give us
parents.
Better answers on
Kidding,
this.
I don't
Like,
know.
So did this person go to school the whole time? Did they know they were missing? Did you just pop up one day and somebody was like, "Hey, you know your mama and your daddy really ain't your mama"?
Yeah, like I don't know.
They
This
said
ain't
that they
right.
did a genealogy test and they were able to kind of backtrack her that way.
Okay, so we gonna
okay.
need Baby Holly to come on the show with us.
I wanna
our
do
grown
one of
woman
those.
Holly.
Yeah.
Can
They
we
didn't-
have
We should
grown
do one of those and find
grown
out
woman
if
Holly
we're
come on
all
the show?
related or not.
They didn't disclose her real name or what she goes by now. So
We need to. I'm sure she got an IG. She's probably official by now. We gotta look for her blue check. So
Baby
we need
Holly.
to get her on the show. We
I'm
got
gonna-
way too many questions.
Her name's probably Baby Holly.
hashtag baby Holly.
Baby Holly 716.
Also, going back to the second Headline for this week in global news: Mexico uncovers a drug tunnel leading to the U.S. I feel like there's got to be a lot more than just one. Like, how did you just come across that? Also, if anyone out there is not an outdoorsy person like myself, keep your eye out for ticks. I was working on the Walking Dead. Ticks were notorious for climbing up people's pants and stuff. And actually, there was a crew member that found a tick on his testicle. So make sure that if you're out in the woods or you're around.
Was this during the competition?
What?
Competition for the masturbation that you were talking about earlier.
No, that first of all, that was Jenny talking about that. Second, this was just a guy that I happen to work with.
Hey, you never know who's in these competitions, you know?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should try to get a hold of him and see what he said. But
8 hours in, and I found a tick. You know,
ew, that's disgusting. What if the tick? I got a lot of questions. Never mind.
Man, he had crabs. Stop lying. He's lying. He had crabs. Bye.
What a morning we have had today.
Well, a Connecticut woman died
and
from
the girl
a rare.
had STDs in the car already and tried to blame Geico.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we forgot that one, Ria. We forgot that one.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah, Geico's being sued.
I saw that.
Work the system, though. I feel you. Work it. If you can get it, work it.
So, going back to the tick, a Connecticut woman died from a rare tick-borne virus. She's the second one to die this year. Apparently, the woman, who was in her 90s, first exhibited symptoms including fever, chills, headache, altered mental state, chest pain, and nausea. Isn't that like a bunch of the COVID symptoms?
I was just about to say, it sounds like COVID.
I was gonna say, that's COVID.
So this is typically spread by black-legged ticks and deer ticks. Most cases in the U.S. occur in the Northeast or Great Lakes regions, typically between mid-spring and early fall. So, like I said, if you're out there, you know those little ticks like to bury themselves under your skin. It's really disgusting. Just make sure you're thorough when you come back home and check yourself.
No outside clothes in the bed, Cadence.
Right.
Oh, so
that is the reason why you cannot have outside clothes in the bed.
I came home and I wanted to take a nap, and I was gonna call you guys and take a picture just to show you guys, because I was laying in bed with my clothes on.
After your masturbation session.
It was only 6 hours though. It wasn't 10. I couldn't make it to 10. So
my
I
God.
tried.
The mother and grandmother. Oh, because you guys are just gonna go all the way left. Like, that's gonna be the never-ending going back and forth situation between you and Jenny, because y'all got something smart to say for days. The mother and grandmother of a 9-year-old girl they're both facing murder charges after the little girl died from severe lice infestation. Apparently, the bugs began to cover the little girl's face. Upon closer inspection, it was discovered that the little girl was deceased. I have so many questions.
What?
I feel like
wait a minute. Somebody died
negligence is insane.
from lice.
A
9-year-old little girl.
Where was this?
She's had to have it for a long time though. Like, my friend works at a lice center and was like, she must have had it for like months to a year. Like,
wait, your friend has a job at the lice center?
I was gonna let that just go by.
Is a lice center at?
No, dead ass. I had a
Everybody.
session the other day. I'm trying red light therapy, you guys.
I don't want to be her friend. I don't want to be anywhere near anyone who works at a lice center.
That the girl said that. She's like, I work at a lice center. I was like, what?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That makes me itch just thinking about it.
I know.
I feel like guys don't really get lice like how girls do, though.
Wait. How do you get a job
guys
at a lice
can get it in
center?
their beard. You can get it in your eyelashes. The girl was telling me there's so many ways you can get it.
Poor girl who died from
in
lice.
your eyelashes? Oh,
you can get lice in your eyelashes, your beard, all over.
Disgusting.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I know.
Like, was she not itching? Like,
I think honestly,
were you just letting this little girl itch? Like,
they weren't taking proper care of her. I don't know what the deal is, and especially when you're talking about the mother and grandmother, who should be two of the women that should be taken.
Too. They had lice too.
They had to have lice too, guaranteed.
I don't know if you guys went. I don't know if you guys went to private school or public school, but they used to do lice checks every year.
I was just about to ask that. Like, did they not do the lice?
No, the parents must have had it. The parents must have had it. But the fact that there were so many that they said they covered her face, like when they found her, I was like, what? Like, you would notice little bugs, like, wouldn't you?
That's so sad.
So sad.
My hair's itching. Ah!
But the craziest thing to me out of this entire story is that somebody works at a lice center. That's
Right.
the craziest part to me.
I didn't even know
I'd be
the
like,
life center,
I work at a
Where
lice
is
center.
it?
It's my job.
I feel like it's like a museum. I kind of want to go. Like, it's like information about lice and bugs and all of that.
Only you,
know.
Jenny. Well, both of these women are facing felony charges in connection to the death of this 9-year-old little girl.
As
I
they
just-
should. Crazy people.
Yeah, people out there, hit us up. Let us know what you think. When you have lice, I mean, you know right away. Your head is super itchy. Like, you know, you got to take care of that immediately when it happens. I know I'm starting to kind of itch too.
My back I think there's like little bugs on me now.
My
Yeah.
face is itching now.
Just
Like,
talking
that's
about
crazy.
it, like, I
I'm
feel
trying to-
weird.
Next story.
Oh my, yeah. You can't share anything either. When people try to ask to borrow things from like anything that deals with my head, I tell them I have lice.
No, I don't share hairbrushes. That is not
Like I have
something-
lice. I just say it just so they don't ask me to. Like,
Just walk
it
up to
makes
random
them,
people. Hey, how you doing? I have lice.
it makes them second guess wanting to use my stuff. So
I'm using
would
that,
make
Jenny.
them-
Thanks
yeah,
for the
that would make
tip.
them want to just stop everything. Like if some guy was hollering at you and you'd be like, I would love to give you my number, but I got lice. That would probably stop him.
Oh
from
my
trying
God,
to
I
talk
say
to
that-
you.
yeah,
Well,
I
I don't
tell
know because
people
some of these guys
crazy
are pretty
stuff.
persistent. But
yeah, I tell people crazy stuff when I want them to leave me the hell alone.
Yeah,
Girl, I
sounds
got lice.
accurate.
It
That
works.
means we need
Actually,
to
and
each other.
sometimes it doesn't. It's weird because you'll find out people's actual fetishes when you tell them something and they're like, "Ooh, I like that." Like, you nasty. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, very.
That's another story. I'll save that for another morning.
I'm like, that
Yeah,
just went
let's
all the
do
way
that one
left.
next week.
You got lice? I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, ew.
Exactly.
Rhea, what you got for us, sis? What you got for us?
Welcome to Talks Radio, where we keep it all the way real with our girl, DJ Rhea. What's the tease, sis?
Okay, we're throwing in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. First off, everybody, let's congratulate Floyd Mayweather. He was just inducted to the Hall of Fame. And let's go, Floyd.
Hey, let's go.
Also, Tiger Woods joins LeBron James and everybody else as a billionaire. Tiger Woods is now
Hey.
a billionaire. Tiger, we glad to see you back out there doing your thing. And then also, you guys, it's playoffs if you don't know. Series is 2-2 in the NBA. Celtics or Golden State. Who you guys taking? Jenny, what you got? Who you taking? Golden State or Celtics?
Golden State, baby. There we go.
Abby, what you
Golden
got? What
State.
you got? Okay, that's 2. What you got, Cadence?
I'm going
Of
Golden
course.
State also because they always talk bad on Boston. They always talk
I'm
bad
the
on
only
the
Celtics
Bucks, so,
lover
yeah.
right now. I want the Celtics to win, so we going.
I have a feeling that the Celtics are going to win, though.
Sorry. No, both
I
of you
feel the
guys.
Celtics
Up,
are gonna
down,
win.
left, right. No.
And I don't like anything New England, so I don't know. I'm just telling you, I'm saying. But the interesting tea about all of this is, I don't know if you guys know, the Curry family, for example, right? The family, they're not together anymore, the parents, but they both had their boos at the game last game, and their boos happened to be the exes of each other. So imagine this, your new boyfriend, right? And then your new girlfriend, they were married, okay? They broke up to be with you two, right? So
Sounds like they were
I'm
swingers.
just
That's
taking
what
a
it sounds like
poll.
to me.
I really feel like these are swinger problems. I really feel like the Currys were down and they were like, you know what? I like your husband. I like your wife. And they just ended up, you know, doing the damn thing more. So what is your...
It's crazy when that happens. It's crazy when that happens. That actually happens often. That happens
Right?
often.
You think, Jenny?
Tell us
Yes,
a story. Tell
I
us a
think
story.
so.
Jenny, next Gem, I need you to pull up the stats on that, okay? You got to tell
I
me.
will. I definitely will. That happens actually pretty often. People get
We're going to see,
attracted
like, what is the
to-
percentage? Like 70%,
Yes.
80%?
I'll go over that next week or so.
Jenny will do the
Yeah.
research for us.
What
She'll
do you
get
do
back.
think,
research for
Abby?
you.
What do you think? You think this happens? Like, are you shocked, or do you think these are swinger problems?
I think these are swinger problems for sure. You don't just happen to stumble across your ex's like person
they
and you guys
problems,
swap
though?
partners.
On
Not
both
necessarily a problem. I bet you they're
I
still
get-
sharing each other too. How about that?
I can see it happening on one side, you know, like it's messed up, but I can see it on one side. But the fact that both of them are dating each other,
Both of them.
that
Both
sounds like a
of
swinger
them.
problem to me.
That's what I definitely knew was a swinger problem, because I was like, wait, huh? You guys
How
just
does that
I know you
happen?
like
That
it
doesn't
so
just
much. I
happen
seen your
like
face.
that.
I seen your face.
I seen
we'll keep
you.
it close within the family, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Must have been a good luck charm because the Warriors won. So I don't know what's going on with the Currys. They're a little freaky over there. But yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
betting other Currys are a little freaky too. You know,
'Cause
but
doesn't,
Steph and his wife are a little kind
right,
of
because
crazy too.
doesn't
Like
Steph
that.
and his wife, don't they have like an open relationship or something like that?
That's what they were saying. So
Really?
we don't know if it's true or not. So
Let me text her right now and ask them.
yeah, let me find out.
Shout out
Let
Taisha
me-
and Steph Curry.
Let me DM them right now and see what they say.
Yeah, that's all the tea today, Abby. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you got today. No, that was some
Everything
good
else is
tea.
dramatic. Everything,
That was a good tea.
Throwing in some sports today.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it. Well, now it's time for our question of the day.
Uh-oh.
What can you keep but cannot share, and once you share it, you can't keep it anymore?
And just know, people out
A
there, you
secret.
are not supposed to know the answer to the questions that Abby
Yes,
asks.
secret.
You'll never know the actual answer until she tells you.
We
A
never
secret
know.
or a post on Instagrammies.
Jenny, you were right. Yeah.
Jenny got it right.
It's a secret. It is a secret. Yes.
Y'all been talking.
There
to
you
each other
go.
offline
We
or something.
finally
Ain't
got
no
an
way.
answer.
Finally got one. It's only been 2 years, but we got
We
one.
finally got one. Hey, let's go.
Like Cadence always says. And now it's time for Abby's impossible questions to answer that you'll never get the
Every time.
answer to, right?
These riddles.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
a good one though. That was a
That
good
was
one. Yeah, way to go, Jenny. All right, so the game's been making headlines everywhere. You know, games always coming through talking about.
Oh, I was like, this game, our secret game.
No,
I was like,
not
wow,
a secret
really? I
game.
didn't know that our game was trending like that. That's cool. Okay.
No. I wish. Hey, maybe we'll end up trending at some point. But the game, seems like a super cool dude. I've ended up having a couple conversations with him. He's a super interesting guy, at least in my opinion. But basically what he was saying is that relationships are basically business deals.
I agree.
I agree.
And I wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
I agree. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage, I would say if you're anything that deals with paperwork, to me, actually not to me, to the U.S., anything you sign is a business deal. Anything you're signing. If you're just in a relationship and you're not signing anything, that's my man, that's my boo, that's my whatever, wifey, not actual wife, then you're just in it for the vibes. But once you sign that paperwork, it is business.
Well, I mean, even if you live with somebody, you still in a business agreement because y'all paying bills.
There you
together
go.
and you're doing all that type of stuff.
It's verbal contract right there, or even just signing the paperwork to be on a lease or whatever you're doing. So I 110% agree.
Dr. Jenny transitions to legal expert.
Yes,
all right.
I don't want to do any bad business. Let's just say that much. So
Clearly not doing
no
any
bad business over here.
I see where you're going with that. And, I was just curious to see what you guys thought because also, on the Carisha show, she had Diddy on there. Diddy and Young Miami were chopping it up. And Diddy said he wasn't about that marriage life. So I just want to know, are you guys down to be married? Are you wanting to be single for your entire life? What's your take on that? Because if relationships are a business deal, are you interested in committing to a lifelong business partner?
I would commit to a great business deal. For sure.
That was me. Okay.
For sure.
Cadence, what about
Yes.
you?
Okay, so 10 years ago, I said I would never get married. Now, I feel like maybe I could get married, I guess. I've seen enough weddings, and when they play like the Happily Ever After song and everything, I'm like, oh,
Do you cry?
this is so cool. I just want to be, I want to do like, I want to have like
you get
mama,
sad?
play the mama song and me dance with my mama and stuff like that. Like that looks
Mama.
cool. So, but yeah.
So do you want the wedding, or do you want the wedding, or do you want the actual marriage? Because it sounds like you want the wedding.
Yeah.
Good point. Good
Yeah,
point.
I heard you say
Good
nothing
point.
about what marriage actually is. You talking about the wedding?
Well, I don't know.
If you want to have a
I
party,
don't know.
if you want to
Okay,
have a
so
party, we could throw you a party.
Okay, so we'll just say no then. So.
There you go. See, that's what it is too. Some people want to get married for different reasons, and you got to find out why people actually want to get married. Do you want to get married for the same reasons? And if so, boom, there we go.
Facts.
Well,
Facts.
there it is. What about you,
What about
Rhea?
you?
I
She's
agree.
been real quiet, right? Like,
No,
you trying to
I
get
agree.
married or not? We getting an invite to the wedding or not?
So listen, I'm old school. Like, I really believe in love. I want a marriage. I mean, I've saved myself. I've never been pregnant. I don't have no baby daddies. I have no issues. I got my shit together. The problem is I think I'm too much of a good catch. Like, I don't understand. And it's intimidating. I don't know what's going on. Like,
that's right. You're a good business deal, and you did
You're a great business deal. A great business deal.
We're not doing any bad transactions
to this contract of yours.
Yeah,
they got to add on, and you're not signing no bad business deal at the end of the day.
It's not a regular transaction. We're talking $billion deals over here, right, Rhea?
And you can't. You're a great business deal.
And I want to get married. I want to travel a little bit.
High value investment.
Of course, I would love to have a partner. I would love to have a partner that is on the same
I want a best friend partner too. Like, I want them to be my best friend. Like, we could talk shit. We can hang out. I could talk about your friends. You can talk about my friends. You know, we
can he be broke though? Is the question. Can he be broke?
No.
Y'all already
she stopped smiling real quick.
Y'all already said no on that part.
That's not a thing. No.
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a baller. You got to be a baller. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not this, but I'm telling you, I grind and I work. Like, that's what I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give a chick money to buy bags to do nothing and spoil this bitch that does nothing, but just try to live off you.
No, I don't like that either. For me, at least.
It's like, you know,
I'm not knocking that lifestyle. I'm not knocking that lifestyle.
She's not locking it.
Yeah, no, I'm not knocking it. I love it for you, but I want my own bag too.
Yeah.
Listen, we getting bags, Jenny. We getting bags, but I'm letting you know the reason why I feel, because we do our thing. We grind, we work. You know what I'm saying? We're not just like, what do you do every day? I don't know. I just dress up and take Instagram pictures and do nothing. Like, what's your real job? Like, what do you do?
I know, as much as I say, I'm like, oh, I want soft life. I want this. I want that. But I also want, like, my own stuff. So, actually, I want to continue having my own thing. I don't want to say I want to continue.
I don't want to think that I have to owe you anything or whatever. Like, if you buy it and you want to do it for me, it's because you love me and that's fine, whatever. But, like, I don't want to have to do it and it's like, okay, I have to have sex. I have to do this with you. I have to be like, no. That's like,
I would love to owe my man sex, though. Like, okay, I owe you.
That part. Like,
I would love to owe my man sex.
Like, come on, cash out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, that's always coming. Hello.
Yeah, let me go shopping at Prada today. I got you later.
We've been paying for it since we were men. Since men and women were here, we've been paying for it. So, you know, you can just say, hey, okay, that was a
cool with my
dinner.
man.
I'm going to give him some. You know?
Yes, with my man, for sure. For sure. I would love to owe him.
And on that note, everyone, make sure you keep your transactions at a high value. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Abbie Knights Show.
Wake your ass up. It's time for the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the best show in the city.